What's up, everybody? This is Dan French. This is Las Vegas market update of the week. You guys know my channel, Las Vegas Crib Tours. Let's get right into this. You got a lot of people out there that are having problems competing, well, under 35 years of age, competing with baby boomers. And there's a very interesting article that came out. I'm going to talk about that article here in a second. And what my take is, a lot of people out there, they're struggling just for down payment, and getting all the things that's necessary to buy a house. The 35 years and younger are having a harder time getting a strong foothold in the Las Vegas market. And we're going to talk about what the challenges are. This article came out and talked about how baby boomers are the ones that's the culprit of why younger generations are really struggling to try to get a house here in Las Vegas. Also, interest rates. So a lot of people out there, they're struggling just to, put a down payment and also the payment. A lot of them are coming in mortgage broke, where that's not the same thing with or the same situation with baby boomers. So let's get into this article. I want to bring up and talk about what is going on. So here in Las Vegas, okay, younger Generation Z and younger millennials took out 40% of the mortgages in the last year, according to the new report by Redfin. Las Vegas is bucking the nation trend with one of the lowest mortgage rates for people under 35. Well, how can you blame them? If you think about it, unless you're moving from another state, which a lot of baby boomers are, and you're living here already, which a lot of millennials and Generation Z are, right? Maybe they're just getting out of college. Maybe they're just getting started. They're not transitioning. They don't have an asset that they're selling and making a ton of money off of, or have had time to save money to put down a large down payment. They're not investors, a lot of them. So the average person out there looking to buy a house at that age is struggling with that. Las Vegas, like I said, under 35, rates are over 7% or hovering right around there. Buyers under 35 in the Las Vegas Valley only accounted for 32.9% of the mortgages taken out in 2023, the fifth lowest rate among U.S. cities behind West Palm Beach, Florida, 27%, which led the country. Well, let's talk about this, people. Why is it a problem, or why are a lot of these millennials, younger millennials, and Generation Z struggling on buying houses? Well, I could talk about the fact that there's a lot of opportunity in Vegas, and there's a lot of distractions going on in Vegas. So that could be one thing. The other thing is that a lot of people are coming from California and other states, Washington, Oregon. You have California, like I just said, that are coming here, selling their house there, and buying a house here, putting down a lot of money, and trying to compete against that is going to be very challenging to anybody that's already living here. It looks very enticing to people that are listing their home, that somebody's coming in and they got an 800 credit score. To back it up, they have, $200,000-$300,000, sometimes cash. You got investors coming out here buying cash. So a lot of cash buyers. I think it was a very high number of cash buyers out here buying investment properties right now because rates are too high. So it's really, with the rates over, right around 7%, it's pushing a lot of these millennials out. And I don't think it's going to change. I think when you look at Florida and Las Vegas, it's been it's been one of the hot spots for a lot of retirees coming here. And it's not going to change. They have snowbirds that come here, they retire here, then they leave for the summertime, but they want homes here. Even though the cost of living has gone up, it's gone up quite a bit. I talked to a lot of people outside of Las Vegas and outside of Nevada, especially people that are moving here, that some of our prices here are pretty expensive. It's not like you can come here and you could just change your life like it was before. A lot of our costs for food and gas, especially shelter, has all gone up. So it's not the same. Now, let's get into a couple other things here. Looking at these numbers, the average median price home that you could see over the last 7 days of sales is $456,945. Days on the market, 16 days, price per square foot, $257 price per square foot. Now, I want to bring this up. Very interesting, because when you get to that 250, 300, all the way up to that 400 to 450 price range, you're really getting what you list your home for, because it's a very That's a market where a lot of people, majority of the people, are able to buy a house. Let's just be honest. Now, when you start to get higher, you're at that 600 range, even that 500 to 600 range, you're starting to see a decline in what people are offering. What does that mean? It just means that if you're listing your house today and you're at that 5 to 600 to 700, even up to $1 million range, you may have challenges because when you talk about rates at 7%, you're pushing a $4,500 mortgage if you're putting down the minimum amount. So that's things that need to be looked at. And this is over, year and a half roughly. So if your home is priced out well, you listed it well, for the most part, all the way up to 500,000, you're going to be able to get what you're listing it for. If you're listing it above that, or if your price is above that on your house, your average market price is above 500,000, you have to be open to negotiation. You're going to have to be open to, I'm not saying you're not going to be able to get it at list, but you better be priced out aggressively. You may even have to throw in a few things because at that price range, even though we have supply and demand, which is still a high demand, people just can't wrap their head around if it's a mortgage related house, the $4,500 a month. Now, if you're coming in cash, a lot of these people are going to offer less than market value at those price ranges as well. So if you are taking a cash offer, a lot of times it's not full offer or it's a little bit less. Not every time, but I'm just letting you know. So coming over here, good old Fred. Let's talk about Fred here. So again, we just talked about 456,000 average median price. This is for the national average. It's about 407. So you can see our national versus Las Vegas, we're running a higher median price point for a home to purchase, which you can see right here. Now, we'll talk about that in a second here. I want to bring up mortgage rates. We're going to talk about why rates have come down a little bit, which has really helped. I think it's psychological. Supply and demand, we talk about that. A lot of it is consumer confidence. And a lot of it is just what's going on in the market. And, can they sustain or do they really want to sign up for a mortgage? When they start to see rates going up, man, people just pull back. They're very sensitive today. We talk about that a lot. Let's kind of go over some of the numbers here. Average median price kind of flattened here, but over the last 7 days, it's gone up a little bit. So new listings, so that's pretty much gone up a little bit here over the last year. Homes for sale declined. We're at 5,079 homes. It's not a lot of inventory of homes out there right now. Pending sales, we have a lot going on. Closed sales, if you look at this over the last 12 months, that's a lot of sales, right? Over the last year. If you want to do it monthly, you could see that, you look at 2,352. If you want to go back over to sales price, you could see we're at 469 here on monthly. So you could see that prices of homes are still going up, and it's because people still want to buy, even though rates are up. I told everybody this a while ago. Nothing's much changed over the last, week or so as far as the average sale price. But again, look at this, just 2 months supply. Okay. If you sell your house, where do you go? That's the thing. 17 days on the market's now to 15 days. So we're starting to see a lot of changes here in this market and what we see here in Las Vegas. Let's go back. I want to just kind of wrap this up. So again, some of the challenges out there I see with people looking to buy a house, it's always going to be, who am I competing against? There's a lot of changes going on in the real estate world today as far as what's happening with buyers, and our buyers going to have to pay for buyer agents to represent them. A lot of this is going to start to unfold, and we'll get more details. I don't think it's going to change drastically, but it will change. A lot of stuff's not going to be on the MLS. If you guys have any changes or questions about any of these changes or anything that's going on in the market here, give me a call. I'd love to help you guys out and see if I can help you, direct you in the right direction on finding your next home. Again, this is Dan French. This is a quick market update. We'll see you guys next week. I'm out of here.